Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. There's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with our headlines. Some exciting news for a couple of spots in Bluffton. The National Park Service has announced the addition of 8 new sites to the Reconstruction-era National Historic Network, a network that connects historic sites across the country to provide stories of freedom, education, and self-determination during the Reconstruction era, which spanned from 1861 to 1900. And Bluffton is home to 2 of the 8 sites. The first, the Garvey House, built in 1870, is believed to be the oldest existing dwelling built by a freedman in Bluffton. It stayed in the family until the 60s, and then in 2004, the town and the county partnered to maintain Oyster Factory Park, which includes the Garvey home. Next, the historic Campbell Chapel AME, which was built in 1853 by enslaved persons in Bluffton. In 1874, the chapel became part of the AME Church and served the community throughout the era as a social, religious, and academic center of the community. We've talked quite a bit about the fact that hurricane season 2023 is underway, so while you're getting prepared and making plans, don't forget to put your furry friends on your list. The American Red Cross warns pet owners that if an area is not safe for you to stay behind, then it is not safe for your pet to stay either. Plan an evacuation route ahead of time so you can find hotels along the way that will accept pets. BringFido.com can help you with that search. And the emergency supplies list provided by the town of Hilton Head covers all the basic needs you need to think about for your animal. Congratulations to Tidewatch Emergency Department in Bluffton, as they recently earned the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval for Acute Stroke Ready accreditation. The Gold Seal is a symbol of quality that reflects a healthcare organization's commitment to providing safe and quality patient care. And in some other good news for healthcare in our area, the Seabrook of Hilton Head's Fraser Health Center has been named one of the top 4 nursing homes in the state, and the center has also received the U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services highest 5-star ranking. For those looking to sell their home in South Carolina, the rules of disclosure just got a little bit stricter, especially for those with waterfront homes or those in a flood zone. The state law already mandates that sellers fill out a residential property disclosure form, but in the past, details about erosion concerns or flooding were not really required. In February, the South Carolina Real Estate Commission passed updates to the form that require more transparency, such as if erosion is an issue, is beach renourishment a cost that will come out of the buyer's pocket, or has there been a need for sandbags or bulkheads? As for flooding, sellers must now disclose if a property has private or public flood insurance and if there has ever been a claim or repairs due to flooding. The new disclosure form went into effect on June 1st. And whether you're a local or a tourist, a trip to the beach will most likely certainly offer a wide-ranging display of sea life. Dolphins, hundreds of cannonball jellyfish, perhaps a horseshoe crab, possibly an early morning sighting of a sea turtle, and a sand dollar or 2. But did you know that it is illegal in South Carolina to remove any living creatures from the beach, and that the fine for doing so is $500? Of course, it's fun to gather some shells as a souvenir, and you might think a sand dollar falls into that category. And it does if it is no longer living. A good rule of thumb is if the sand dollar is dark in color and half or fully buried in the sand or water, it's most likely still alive and you should leave it be. If it is white or light gray with no hairs, it is most likely dead, and it's okay to take it with you. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Loco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. And it's time to celebrate the first district champions of the All-Star season. The Bluffton American 6 and under Rookie League All-Stars completed their dominant run through the District 8 tournament last night with a 15-5 win over Bluffton National in the championship game. Leadoff man Easton Christian had a big night to set the table, and Callen Coby knocked in the clinching run to invoke the mercy rule, which came into effect in all 3 of Bluffton American's wins. The Little Dudes outscored the competition 47-11 in the tournament and will try to keep it rolling at the Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament starting June 24th in Orangeburg. The focus shifts to Beaufort on Friday for opening night of the South Carolina Athletic Program's 10U Softball District Tournament. The host Beaufort squad will be in action at 6 p.m. tonight with the Bluffton All-Stars on deck at 8. The tournament continues through Wednesday at Burton Wells Recreation Complex. And we had another college commitment trickle in with Wade Hampton basketball star Isaac Gray electing to continue his career at Spartanburg Methodist College. He's the second Red Devil to go the JUCO route recently after girls star Nikia Mitchell committed to USC Salkehatchie. That makes more than 70 student athletes from the class of 2023 in LocoSports.com's 4-county coverage area who have committed to continue their careers at the next level. Outstanding stuff. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Now let's get a look at our weather with Maria Soden.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see a few more thunderstorms starting next week, but taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be sunny, with Hillnet having a high 82, a low of 69, Bluffton's going to have a high 84, a low of 66, and Beaufort's going to have a high 84 and a low of 66. Come Sunday, it's going to be humid and partly cloudy with a couple of thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hillnet's going to have a high 83, a low of 71, Bluffton's going to have a high 86, a low of 69, and Beaufort's going to have a high 85 and a low of 69. The sunrise for this weekend's going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:28. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday low tide's going to be at 10:28 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 3:32 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide's going to be at 11:25 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 4:33 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with a thunderstorm in the evening. Highs will be in the upper 80s, lows in the 60s. Come Tuesday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy with a late night shower. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Well, the Hilton Head Area Realtors Association is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and we're going to learn about that next.